busy and hard job, delicate job, and still take out time to sensitize and speak with us. A man who was on red t-shirt and carton color trousers, all of a sudden he went into serious trance. He spoke in tongues for a few minutes. Nígbà tó yá, ó nawọ́ sí pẹpẹ. Ó ní ìránṣẹ́ mi, ẹ̀mélòó ni mo ti sọ fún ẹ pé kó o má gbé ohùn àdúrà sí mi mọ́ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà. We were all afraid. We thought we had seen it all. The man answered, ẹ̀mẹ́rin ni Olúwa mi. Kí ló dé tó ń ṣe àìgbọràn sí mi? Ṣé o fẹ́ jẹ́ kí ẹ̀mí Ọlọ́run dágbére fún ẹ ni? It was a very tough night for everybody on that mountain. Kí ló dé tó ń ṣe àìgbọràn sí mi? Kí ni mo ti sọ fún yín lórí òkè nípa ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà? Nínú ìbínú ẹ̀mí Ọlọ́run ni mò ń mú Nàìjíríà bọ̀ wá síbi ìparun. Nínú ìbínú ẹ̀mí Ọlọ́run ni mo sọ irú ìtàjẹ̀ sílẹ̀ tẹ́ ẹ̀ tí ìrírí lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí ni mo sọ kalẹ̀. Ẹ mọ̀ gbélé gbọ́. It was a very powerful message. Ó ní ìbínú ẹ̀mí Ọlọ́run ò sọ̀kalẹ̀ sórí Nàìjíríà torí àwọn politicians. Ṣùgbọ́n torí àwọn tó pera wọn ní ìránṣẹ́ ẹ̀mí alààyè, so that you will know the source of our problems in Nigeria. Mo rántí pé everybody ṣe dijú ńjọ́ yẹn, èmi lágídí díẹ̀, kọ́lọ̀ mọ́ jẹ́ ká gidi mi kó bá mi ni. Bí ohun máa yẹn ṣe rinlẹ̀ tó, ṣé wọ́n gbé microphone sí máa yí lẹ́nu ni tàbó gbé mi? I wanted to find out because the vibration was too much. Ó wá nawọ́ sí orí pẹpẹ. Ó ní gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí pẹpẹ yìí, ẹ la ojú ẹ̀mí yín. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wà níbi ìpéjọpọ̀ àdúrà yìí, ṣé èmi Ọlọ́run alààyè ni mo rán ẹni báyìí? Ó dárúkọ pásítọ̀ ńlá 7 ní Nàìjíríà tí mi gbọ́dọ̀ mọ́ dárúkọ torí nǹkan tán pè lẹ́mìí ni. The law does not consider spirituality except concrete evidences. Ó dárúkọ ọ̀pọ̀ nínú àwọn tẹ́ ń pè ní bàbá wa nínú Olúwa lẹ́nu. Ó dárúkọ 8, ó wá dákẹ́. Ó ní ṣé èmi Ọlọ́run alààyè ni wọ́n wọ aṣọ ẹgbẹ́ awo tí wọ́n ń lọ dájọ́ fún? Ṣé èmi Ọlọ́run alààyè ni mo béèrè ẹran jíyọ̀ lọ́wọ́ wọn? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, kí ló ń jẹ́ ẹran jíyọ̀? Our family members are missing today. Our loved ones cannot be traced. Ọkọ jáde ńlé, wọn ò rí mọ́. Obìnrin di opó ọ̀sán dandan. Ẹni tó jẹ́ ọlọ́mọ kan, ọmọ lọ léèwé, ó wá dẹni tí ò lọ́mọ mọ́ láyé. Ìyàwó lọ síbi okòwò pé kò ń lè mọ ran ọkọ lọ́wọ́ nínú bills sísan nílé. Ìyàwó ò délé padà. Àwọn ìyá wa mélòó ló ti sọnù? Àwọn bàbá wa mélòó ló ti rà ní fẹsẹ̀ sí? Ẹ wá ń béèrè pé bo ni wọ́n rá sí. Nigerian government has never been able to trace the disappearance of individuals in Nigeria, as if we don't have constitution. Yet, as all of you are sentimentally driving away from the truth, I confirmed that day pé àwọn bàbá yín nínú Olúwa yìí, they can never deny about dealing with human body parts. Wọ́n dárúkọ wọn jọ́nà náà, ẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run bà mí, mo sunkún. I wept like, not even when my granddad died did I weep like that. Àwọn tẹ́ dárúkọ yìí, àwọn làwọn tá à ń rí bí bàbá. We accepted them as fathers, not knowing that they have behind the dealings of human body parts and blood. Ẹni ìjíṣẹ́ yẹn tó ń jọ́ náà lọ́hùn, ó dẹ̀ nalẹ̀ bí màá yẹn ṣe ga tó bó ṣe wálẹ̀ nìyẹn. Ẹ béèrè lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn tó wà lórí òkè Akínkẹ́mi. For so many of you who come against me for abusing this man, ó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ pé mo ti rò wípé tó bá jásíkú nìyẹn now. Is that not enough reason to even listen to what I'm saying? That this is a man who doesn't even love his life, even unto death. I heard it directly. Àárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì ni mo ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn àgbàlagbà tó wà ńbẹ̀. Ṣé ẹjọ́ kí ló ń jẹ́ ẹran jiyọ̀? Ṣé bóyá bí kéèyàn gbé àgùntàn lọ ṣe sacrifice, or kó gbé wúrẹ́, or kó lọ ọ́fà màálù? Wọ́n ní ṣe bá gbàlagbà níyìn. Mo ṣe rántí ojú man tó sọ fún mi ń jọ yẹn. Bí ẹran èèyàn náà làwọn bàbá yìí ń deal with. I shocked. It is a segment you all are not ready for. You think it is a pleasure. Some of you think I find pleasure in raising my voice at people who I once pictured as fathers. Unfortunately, when our biological fathers could not even present to us the qualities of good fathers, how then do we even know that these good-for-nothing religious leaders cannot even be close to being called fathers? Is a reason why I weep every time. Ẹ lọ béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn lórí òkè Akínkẹ́mi pé kí ni mẹ́sẹ̀gì tí wọ́n give lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Ajímọ̀bí that same day, to let you know that I know what I'm talking about. Ká ní wọ́n máa ń gbà ká mú phone wọlé, because they will tell you cannot come in with phones. Wọ́n jíṣẹ́ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Ajímọ̀bí that night, that same night, the same person. Ẹ lọ béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn. Former Senator, Governor of Oyo State, Senator Ajímọ̀bí. What am I saying tonight? We all have been mentally damaged. And finally, it is very sad that it is this kind of movement that somebody sticks out his neck, that tó bá máa já síkú kó já síkú, ibi tó bá máa já sí kó já sí, that somebody's mother will be getting comments on social media and sending it to him and saying, Rotimi jọ̀ọ́, ṣàánú mi, ṣe kinní kan, ó dẹ̀ jọ̀ọ́ dáwọ́ kinní dúró. I know how many times my own mother landed in the hospital. Until I told her, I said, Ma, Ọlọ́run ò ní lé mi pẹ̀lú àwọn àbúrò mi àtẹ̀gbọ́n mi bára wa. Gbogbo wa lọ́lọ́run gbà fún. Tí n bá lọ lénìí, wọ́n tó dúró ṣọmọ fún yín. And my mom mentioned in hospital bed pé ṣé téèyàn bá wá ní ọmọ 100 kí gbogbo wọn gan yàn kí wọ́n yanjú, ṣé inú àbíamọ máa dùn kó sọ ẹyọ kan nù? You don't want to know how that felt to me that year. And I still make up my mind that it is a fight to finish. Unfortunately, some of you will still come on social media and say that I am doing this because of social media money. You're posting something, you're antagonizing this man because you want to make content, to make money. I look at the profiles of so many of you in this line of thought. Mo rí wípé àṣírí olùṣèyàn làwọn bàbá àti ìyá yín. Mi rí àwọ̀ jíjẹ mímu gidi lára yín. I remember that my mom was still in that hospital bed. And I told her, I said, Ìyá Ìbàdàn, tó bá máa já síkú fún mi, mo fẹ́ fi títóbi Ọlọ́run ọba láyé bẹ̀yìn lẹ́nu. Ẹ má bànújẹ́ fún mi. Torí wípé there is something that is bitter than death, and that is living a purposeless life. Kéèyàn wáyé asán. Ṣùgbọ́n if this liberation gives me peace, ìjọ́ tí kú bá dé, Ìyá Ìbàdàn mo lọ sinmi ni. If you want me to call her in now, kí wọ́n jẹ́rìí sí nǹkan tí mò ń sọ, I will. And this is the same thing I tell my siblings. Because mo mọ̀ pé àwọn bàbá tá ń bá deal yìí, wọn ò kọ̀kílẹ̀ ṣú láàárọ̀. They are so wicked that one of the things that make me to weep is that Nigerians, Africans are now seeing that these men are not after the worldly materials again. They have gone above that. They have a bigger plan to damage more lives in Africa. And I weep so much when people ignorantly and sentimentally don't see this fact that an elderly man who is just waiting for death to come will still be making life unbearable to younger ones who can't feed, and you expect me in this generation to keep quiet. It is this kind of divine assignment that some of you mistakenly think that I am enjoying what I am doing. That you even threaten me that I should come to Nigeria. You pastors. It is this kind of movement that some of you will think that it is all about fame, that you want to come and join because you want fame. It is this kind of movement you will mistake it for fracas. It is this kind of deadly assignment you will think that it is child's play. I can give us a number of radio stations. They approach me respectfully. Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Olu Alo. Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn tá a ti ṣe sẹ́yìn. Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn post oríṣiríṣi tí mo ti ṣe. Please, we would want to have your time on our radio station. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa fún yín ní gbogbo ẹ̀. And I kept turning them down. Until when they stopped disturbing me. All the way from Ekiti, Lagos, Oyo, Osun. They are directors. Hey, please, we want to have you on our program. We want to entertain you. And I kept telling them, it is not about popularity. I don't want to lose focus. If it is about popularity, I would have accepted these offers. Because I want Nigerians to know me. I want Nigerians in more land that. I am begging you today. I want to come more. I am pleading. I am begging. I am not up against, or I'm not up for superiority fight. It is the reason why some of you can have me come in your inbox. Ẹjọ́ sà, ẹjọ́ mà, igi kan ò kí ń dágbó ṣe. Nǹkan báyìí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Ọ̀nà wo ni mo lè gbégbà? Because these voice notes, the weep, the tears of people, they keep haunting me. They keep making me feel depressed. So in order to do the best I can do, I approach some of you. And I don't think it is at this time that anybody will feel it is an opportunity, it is a movement to fight personal battles against anybody. You think people have not offended me before, that I can use my social media foundation page to lash out? As much as I am very voracious and how do I say it, against pastors, it doesn't hinder my insight from seeing beyond even things I would normally do. How many times mo ti sọ fún wa nípa pastor tó ẹlòmíì bímọ fún, and he didn't lie to this lady pé mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kó bímọ fún mi ni. They are human beings. Forget all the teachings, the pedestal they place themselves. Ẹ̀yin lè rí wọn bí gbà tó pé wọ́n jẹ́ nǹkan kan. They are human beings, far worse than you are. We have seen somebody who is not a pastor who stood by the wife, come rain, come shine, tí wọ́n dẹ̀ bímọ, tó dẹ̀ dúró tì. But a pastor preaching this to you, preaching that to you, will go as far as impregnating somebody outside. Me, for what a pastor yẹn lórí, but I had to deal with the fact I had on ground. The lady told me everything. I decided to speak with the pastor. Me, the pastor yẹn síta now. Because at that time, don't feel what if his own family members were on his neck? What if he was at the lowest point of his life? To fi lọ bímọ síta. And at the same time, he did not lie to this lady. And most importantly, Even though he angrily stopped paying for the upkeep of that child, immediately I spoke with him. He listened to me respectfully. It's one of those wonderful moments in this Rotimi Daniels Foundation movement. It gives me peace of mind that some of these pastors, they still have conscience. And that is why I tread carefully to give them long rope until when they don't agree to coming out to say they are sorry. Mobama yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ tán, let's say around 11:30 p.m. US time. By the next 20-25 minutes, he had already transferred money to this lady for the upkeep of the child. What else will I be looking for? That is to prove to you that I am not looking for popularity. I am not looking to drag anybody's name in the mud. But when I come to you, please don't think that you are all almighty and nobody can talk to you. It irritates me. Which is the reason why after giving Prophet Segun Adebayo that opportunity to refund somebody's money and he refused, Prophet Segun Adebayo, I gave you a long rope as an uncle because you are not old enough to be my dad. Mo mọ age tí bàbá mi jẹ́ kó tó kú. You are not old enough. But I still gave you that respect. I came in your inbox. I sent that teller to you. Ẹni yìí, ó yá owó yẹn ẹ dẹ̀ mọ̀ wípé scam ẹni ni. You must refund that money. And I'm still standing on my word, sir. I am resuming work tomorrow. 1,950,000 naira. I have some other victims, but I'm not dealing with them yet. I am resuming work tomorrow, Wednesday. I will go to work on Thursday. Probably I'm working night shift on Friday. If that money is not refunded, sir, if that money is not refunded, ẹran ni mò ń fọwọ́ gbá kì í ṣe àyà. Prophet Segun Adebayo, ntẹ́ ìṣe tí lè fi ń jóná, gbogbo ayé máa gbọ́. I am giving you a second chance. I am pleading with you. I seek justice more than dragging. Justice for the victims that are weeping. Any one of them tí mo dẹ̀ ti get justice fún. Tí ó bá jẹ́ wípé mo gba owó lọ́wọ́ wọn, ẹ jẹ́ kí any one of them jáde. Kí wọ́n wá sọ lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára pé mo gba owó lọ́wọ́ anybody. Àwọn tó wà labroad mọ bí ọ̀rọ̀ bills and taxes and everything ṣe rí. Yet, I try as much as possible to combine my expenses with the requirement of fighting for justice. Tó bá dọ̀la tí n bá padà sílé, tí mi ìbá rí nǹkan kan dé bá, ẹ̀yin lẹ máa sọ fún mi pé ta ló bẹ́ẹ̀ níṣẹ́. Bó ṣe lọ ló ṣe bọ̀ lẹ máa pè mí now. Unfortunately, this guy you're looking at here has reasoned beyond that level. You know why? Because I got an opportunity to know the value of the worth of this planet Earth. Can be. Mo ní ẹ jẹ́ bá mi wá òṣùwọ̀n, ẹ bá ń gbé ilé ayé síbẹ̀ àti gbogbo ohun mèremère tó wà ńbẹ̀. Mọ́tò ni o, ilé ni o, ilẹ̀ ni o, kí lẹ tún jà fún? Marriage ni o, ọmọ ni o, ẹ bá ń gbé sórí òṣùwọ̀n ayé. Nígbà tí wọ́n máa dá mi lò, wọ́n ní Mr. Rotimi kò sí òṣùwọ̀n fún tó wà nínú ayé yìí. Mo ní kí ló dé? ṣe gbígbà tá à ń ṣe physics tá à ń ṣe chemistry òṣùwọ̀n wà fún salt àti oríṣiríṣi liquid tá à ń measure tá a fi ń ṣe practicals. wọ́n ní kò sí òṣùwọ̀n torí wípé ilé ayé yìí ò wọ̀n kankan. It is far useless than the breeze that you are breathing. ìjọ yẹn ẹ̀rọ Elédùmarè bá mi. mi ní wá yín tí Bishop Andrew. And lastly, I will use this opportunity to swallow my pride based on the fact that ẹnìkan ò kì í jẹ́ àwádé. Ayeni Felicia, thank you so much for that comment. You did not collect anything from me and you really tried for me. Thanks a lot. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí a ti yanjú cases yín, ẹni tí mo trust, tí mo ń gbéṣẹ́ fún tó jẹ́ ọlọ́pàá, èmi àti Uncle Adédèjì, we are working tirelessly to make sure that she is back on her feet because wọ́n sick lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí. And immediately tí wọ́n bá ti padà sẹ́nu iṣẹ́ ayábẹ́lẹ̀ ó bẹ́ ara ni. mo mọye tí mo san lórí pé a fẹ́ petition ex-redeemed pastor tó gbá àwọn èèyàn ní 46 million torí mo mọ̀ pé ìyá mi yẹn wọn ò ní owó lọ́wọ́. She is struggling as an elderly woman, yet a redeemed pastor scammed her of all her savings, including àwọn èèyàn tán ní kan kó wá. What am I trying to say in essence? I'm using this opportunity to please swallow my pride, to plead with ẹ̀yin tí ẹ jẹ́ Rotimi Daniels Foundation partners. Gbogbo nǹkan tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run ẹ rò gbogbo àlàyé tí mo ṣe yìí ẹ fi yèdénú. Gbogbo àbùkù tí ìbá ti ta lù yín ẹ fi ṣe oṣù kẹ́ fi para. Yes, I might be saying one man battalion torí wípé mo ti bá àwọn èèyàn deal, mo ti rí wípé èèyàn burú ju ẹranko lọ. That's why I remain my one man battalion. But because you have seen láì fún yín ní 1 naira, láì gbé kankan fún yín, ẹ̀yin lẹ tún máa ń náwó yín gbà mí. Hey, Mr. Rotimi, don't do this alone. We want to be part of it. Anybody tí ẹ rẹ fọ ìbá àti wá ta sí lára, ẹ jẹ́ kí n bẹ̀ wá. In-house yín yẹn, ẹ lọ ṣe àtúnṣe. Ẹni tó bá yẹ kẹ́ ẹ sọ sorry fún, ẹ lọ sọ sorry fún. And I recommend that you go and watch this song on YouTube to help you calm down. So many of you will notice tí n bá fẹ́ wọlé kí wa lẹ́kọ̀ọ̀kan hello family ni mo máa ń sọ. You know why? Dolly Parton made a song, a track titled Family. Go and watch the lyrics. Go and watch this song. Go and see the lyrics on YouTube. You will understand why I call you family. I am not ready to make anybody feel that iṣẹ́ tó ṣe I appreciate it. I appreciate every one of you. And at this point in time, I hope that there will be positivities in chasing the cases we have on ground, even if it means me going outside to look for somebody that will take up, most especially case Olu Alo. Case Olu Alo, most especially. I am not going to leave Iyabo Obe in the hands of her family to take decisions. Because the day I realized that Iyabo Obe was somebody I knew when she was younger, gẹ́gẹ́ bí àbúrò mi, that was the day that I said I would take this fight upon myself wholeheartedly. And it is not because it is Iyabo Obe, it is because she's also a human being. Even though I weep every day that the Christian Association of Nigeria, the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, they have gone deaf, mute, dumb, and blind to the fact that one of them could not provide the location of the wife and the children. It is the day I realized that Christianity is more than evil. And I will not stop saying it. If Jesus, with all the stories that they told us that we never confirmed, will allow a young girl like Iyabo to be wherever she is today with those poor kids, if Jesus will allow it, I don't want to have anything to do with that Jesus. Because what it means is, if my own sister is missing in the body of Christ, this is how all of you pastors will keep quiet and you will not say anything. If my daughter is missing tomorrow because she's married to a pastor, this is how the CAN and PFN will keep quiet. And so many of you abused me. You cursed me. I have not done anything against anybody. I only stood up to fight for somebody who is not my direct relative. Olu Alo is busy living his life. You Christians are not bothered about the condition that girl is in today. And you call yourself Christians, Christ-like. You call yourself Christ-like. Bóyá wọ́n fi ẹgbà fún Iyabo lóúnjẹ níbi tó wà lẹ́ni, we don't know, because she is married to a pastor who preaches Christ. And you are not bothered. You raised up so many oppositions against me for trying to find justice for a girl that might be in danger. I am happy that none of them could stand what Eledumare himself is set to do. I am not weeping in weakness, Olu Alo. I am not weeping in weakness today. All of you Christians and pastors in Nigeria, I am not weeping in pain because the fight will start. I am weeping because this is the time that the fight is starting against every one of you. And bí Elédùmarè ṣe ń bẹ tí àwọn òrìṣà dẹ̀ wà that we cannot deny in Yoruba land. Ikú ló ń gbaṣọ lára ewúrẹ́. The only way you can shut me up against this fight that is on is for every one of you to come together. Is either you talk to one another and say, you know what, we are wrong for what we have been doing, Let there be a revival in the land. But on the other side, if you want to continue to skin people alive, to use human body parts to support the name of Jesus, I will tell you today, it is a fresh pledge to all the victims out there. It is a fresh pledging to every one of you out there, except the ones I don't hear of. Tí o bá ti jẹ́ the first option yẹn, ẹ lọ pawọ́pọ̀ kẹ́ pa mí. Torí wípé kí ni, èmi àti yín, ẹni fẹ́ kú pàdé ẹni máa pa mí. Christianity died the day we can no longer see our next door neighbor as our family members. Islam died the day we stopped seeing our next door neighbors as our family members. Ìṣẹ̀ṣe, we should never have the morality of saying that ìṣẹ̀ṣe lágbà. The day you people started prioritizing income over the people that have run to you for help, I won't say much more than that. Torí wípé kí ni, ọlọ́gbọ́n máa ń ṣẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀kú ni. Orúkọ tí a sì sọmọ ẹni ní inú ẹni ló ń gbé. But I have said the little I have said. Torí wípé awífúnni kó tó dání, bàbá àjàkadì ni. Àìdẹ̀lẹ̀jà ni tá bàbá mi ò débí. Mi lágbára kankan o. Mi ní pásítọ̀ tàbí wòlíì tàbí àfáà tàbí oníṣẹ̀ṣe kankan tí mo gbójúlé lẹ́yìn Elédùmarè tó fẹ́ òótọ́. And finally, Rotimi Daniels Foundation for Peace and Equity is all about restoring truth, love, and humanity into our midst and into our system. Either you are a pastor, afa, or ìṣẹ̀ṣe. If this is not your priority about this movement, then I think it is high time you started packing your things and leave. Or if this is your primary reason for being a Faja member, this is the time everybody should stand up and say, you know what? It's either we go all the way or we go all the way. Thank you, everybody. I want to appreciate a very wonderful friend. A very wonderful friend in the house. I saw her comments. She is very dear to me. She's a very, very wonderful person who is not afraid. Obìnrin bí ọkùnrin. Ọ̀yáfúnkẹ́ Àríkẹ́ Olóríṣà. Thank you so much. I have never had any reason to regret the day our path crossed almost 3 years ago. And Oyafunke, you may not know that the first call we ever made, I still have it on my phone and I still listen to them. Thank you so much for all the iwure that you might have forgotten that you made that day. If you want me to share it with you, I can share it. But I'm using this opportunity to say thank you. Because lóru ọjọ́ yẹn, you were supposed to be sleeping. You saw something and you stood up and you started praying for me. Thank you so much. Fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin pastor tí ẹ fẹ́ òótọ́ tẹ̀dẹ̀ ń ṣe àdúrà fún mi ní gbogbo ìgbà àti fún gbogbo Rotimi Daniels Foundation. I am using this opportunity to say thank you to every one of you. ó ṣeéṣe kárí àwọn àfáà kan tàbí méjì tí wọ́n ti rí ìjà tí mò ń jà pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn tá a jọ ń jàjà yìí tẹ́ ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ń ṣe ìwúre yín tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń ka tẹ̀sùbà tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. I appreciate every one of you. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ oníṣẹ̀ṣe tẹ́ ẹ gbé òótọ́ dání náà nínú kọ̀rọ̀ yàrá yín tẹ́ ẹ ń sọ wípé ó di dandan kí ìjà tá à ń jà yìí kó yọrí sí rere. Mi ìkọyọ yín kéré. I appreciate every one of you. The number you can hire me on is +234 80 9290 6250. I will say that again. +234 80 9290 6250. Please don't forget that after today, when I check my timetable, my schedule, I think my next live video, either I like it or not, the first one on that, even if I'm going to treat about more than one pastor that day, Prophet Sekun Adebayo will be the first on my list. I am so determined to test their resolute as to iye èèyàn tí wọ́n lè pa. Torí wípé mi tẹ́ ń wé mo fẹ́ lọ sinmi. I will say that again. The first person I'll be treating on my next live video, which I don't know whether it will be Friday or Saturday, depending on my schedule, which I've not checked. I'm starting tomorrow. I will check today and make a video. The first one on the list is going to be Prophet Sekun Adebayo. Unless, if before that day, he has refunded the money collected from that woman. Màá gba owó yẹn, màá bu omi ṣàn yín lọ́wọ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo yẹ sọ. 1. Then 2. Olu Alo. Voice note kan wà lọ́wọ́ mi that you don't want me to even put out. But eventually I might put it out so that you will know that gbogbo silence lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Iyabo láti joy. It is because the legal team is saying that wọ́n change ọwọ́ kan, wọ́n change ọwọ́ kan, which is not even supposed to hinder us from pursuing this case because we made a promise. Gbogbo àwọn èèyàn ló gbọ́ ńgbà tá a sọ, gbogbo àwọn pastors tó ń jáde wá fún wa ló gbọ́. Kí ló dé táwọn pastors yìí ò béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé Olu Alo wẹ̀ kó yán kankan lẹ́tà tó ló kọ sí French embassy pé kí wọ́n fi deport Iyabo pẹ̀ láwọn ọmọ. Kí ló dé tó ò tí provide fáwọn ọlọ́pàá? I will start in another dimension to start the case from there. 2. Number 3, Olukoya. I know you know something that happened in Sweden. And I'm not going to mince words. Yes, I am still waiting on the legality details of the victim's narration. Once I get all the details, Olukoya, I am coming out for you wholeheartedly. No holds bars again. Sam Ojo, I have told you, it's either you like it or not. Tí n bá jókòó síbí báyìí tí n máa sọ fún yín wípé mo ná owó mi láti make sure pé òótọ́ jáde síta, don't go against it. Ntí mi bá ti ready láti gbé síta ni. But after Sekun Adebayo, mo ń tò sílẹ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ sí. Ẹran ni mo ń fọwọ́ gbá kì í ṣẹ́gun o. Wàá mọ̀ gbélé gbọ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Mo sọ nípa GO kan tó káwọ́ sókè tí mo dẹ̀ sọ pé mi ìfẹ́ owó kó má fún mi lówó. Kó má fún foundation mi or orphanage lówó. Ìwọ̀nba tí mò ń ṣiṣẹ́ ń bíbà tí mò ń send sí orphanage. Elédùmarè jẹ́ kó tó àwọn ọmọ yẹn jẹ. Mi tọrọ owó lọ́wọ́ ẹnìkankan. Mo dẹ̀ decline. Inú mi dẹ̀ dùn pé mo decline. as if I knew that another fresh case will come against you. And this time around, kì í ṣe pé bóyá ọ̀rọ̀ olóbìnrin òṣòbìnrin ó mọ rẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń gbọ́ mi tó dẹ̀ máa ń wà ní FYP bá a ṣe ń wora wa lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ sí lórí TikTok lásán is almost about 30-something thousand. We've had 31,700 before tí mo fi hàn insider kan lánàá yìí 31,700 so ẹ máa ń wà ní FYP. Mo dẹ̀ ń bá yín sọ it's either you all turn new leaves. Ẹ tú àwọn èèyàn sílẹ̀ kí wọ́n lọ ṣe rere. Gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ rí mọ́lẹ̀ káàkiri tí ò jẹ́ kí orí àwọn èèyàn pé ẹ lọ wú síta. And start preaching messages that will set people free. You people have deployed. You have ravaged the people of Almighty. Far enough. And this fight is just starting. Torí mo sọ fún yín lẹ́yìn omijé tí Christian Association of Nigeria àti PFN gbà lójú mi lẹ́yìn. Kì í ṣe tójó títí bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìjà gangan ni. Eléyìí tí mò ń sọ yìí kì í ṣe lórí ọ̀rọ̀ obìnrin kó bóbìnrin sọ sẹ́tù obìnrin sìn. Ó rán àwọn agbénipa sí pásítọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀ tó báyàwó ẹ̀sùn ni and you are a GO since the late 80s or early 80s. GO tán mọ̀ káàkiri mi tún ìgbúdọ̀ dárúkọ ẹ̀ sìn. Ó wá l'opportunity wàá san owó ìtanràn fún pásítọ̀ kó pásítọ̀ tó sẹ́yìn agbénipa sí yẹn máa ṣe débẹ̀ wàá san owó gidi fún un tó o bá ti fẹ́ jẹ́ kí iṣu ìbọn síta débi wípé gbogbo àwọn ọlọ́pàá tẹ́ fi pa kéèsì yẹn mọ́lẹ̀ ń gbà yẹn èmi Rótìmí sọ pé wọ́n ó dárúkọ wọn síta ṣé ẹlẹ́ẹ̀ṣì èrè ẹlẹ́yìí lórí ni màmá bá yín sọ wípé ń tẹ̀sí tí lè fi jóná gbogbo ẹ̀ máa bọ́ síta. Olórí burúkú yín ń bá pásítọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ yín sùn ẹkẹ lóyún ẹ wá promise ẹ pé máa ṣe visa fún lọ sí lọ́nà gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ jẹ́ Christian lẹ́ni tẹ́ sponsor wickedness yìí all in the name of body of Christ. Elédùmarè ó mọ̀ bá wa fi ebi àárọ̀ ọ̀sán alẹ́ pa níṣẹ́ tẹ́ ẹ̀ ní rí ọwọ́ ọ̀nù débi pé máa fáwọn pastors lówó mọ́ most especially ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní diaspora. Mo pa láṣẹ ni mi ìdá lábà because you have sponsored this wickedness, homegrown wickedness for far too enough.
Ti rí ohun tí a mú wá fún wa lénìí ẹ bá wa like ẹ bá wa share ẹ bá wa subscribe sí Orí Òjíṣẹ́ TV ẹ bá wa tẹ notification bell so that a bá tún mú àwọn àkọ̀tun wá fún wa ẹ̀yin lẹ́ kọ́kọ́ máa rí títí di ìgbà tá ò tún máa pàdé lórí Òjíṣẹ́ TV ó dàbọ̀.